Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. It is another beautiful day of life. It is another day to be grateful for this life that we're living, for the nature that we get to see, because nature really is beautiful and it provides us with everything we need. So I want to tell universe I'm grateful for nature today, okay? Today I wanted to talk a little bit about spirituality and what it means for me, okay? Because I'm doing YouTube videos now with tarot cards, oracle cards, and I've been in Instagram for a while, but I want you to know who I am and where I'm coming from with spirituality and how did this all come about in my life at this moment right now. I'm going to start with saying that when I was a child, when I was born with gifts. The gifts of seeing different spirits, different entities, and of knowing what was going on in people's lives and knowing things about people that as a child I shouldn't have known, but I did, okay? And I had the gift of seeing and knowing. And I saw a lot of things. I saw aliens, I saw spirits, I saw people who have passed on. I saw spirits from other dimensions coming in and out. So that's why, from other realms, more likely, coming in and out on our earth, okay? And I saw this with my eyes as a child. I saw many things that were hard for me to digest and even hard for me to understand at that stage of my life. And even hard for my family to understand how I was seeing these things and how I was knowing things, because when you're coming from a religious family, they think it's evil, it's bad, it's no good, it's something you need to let go. So as I grew up, I remember being a teenager and just feeling different and knowing things, and I didn't want to see anymore. So because of my family telling me that it was no good, because of society, religion, whatever, however you were brought up, I was brought up to believe that that was no good. So I prayed, and I couldn't understand it, and I was really scared myself as a child because I didn't know how to deal with it. So I went down on my knees as a teenager and I prayed to Universal Being of Light, and I let Universal Being of Light know that I no longer wanted the gifts of seeing. I didn't care about hearing, I didn't care about dreaming, I didn't care even about feeling energy. But the gift of seeing, I did not want it any longer. So, long story short, I did lose the gift of seeing after that prayer. I no longer saw things, I no longer knew things, I no longer saw spirits come in and out, no longer saw aliens coming from wherever they were coming from. And my life became somewhat normal, okay? Because I still knew and felt things energetically, okay? And I dreamt a lot. Now there was a lot of things happening in my life, and coming to the present, I realized that I started feeling more and more energy of people, how they feel, what their emotions, what their thoughts, what are the decisions they're going to make. I felt the energy in that. I felt the energy in a room when I would walk in. What is the most dominant energy in this room? And my mind started to become more open and more connected to spirit. I started wanting to learn more about tarot, astrology, to learn more about dream interpretation. Meditation became a big thing for me. And I think that's really what pushed me to be where I'm at now, okay? So it pushed me in a way that now I realize that those gifts that I was given were actually good gifts. Gifts that I needed to help others in this plane, in this earth, in this realm we're in right now, right? This 3D dimensional realm where we have the choice to vibrate higher, lower. We have the choice to do what's right or wrong. We have the choice to find our gifts or not, okay? So that's what brought me here. Meditation really did it for me. Going through different spiritual things with different religions really brought me here. But meditation was my main one. I started meditating more and really getting connected to spirit, and that's when I started feeling energy more and getting downloads more. So right now I'm at the point of my life where I'm spiritually ascending, but with lots of lessons. The spiritual journey is not easy. There's times that even I have a mindset that needs to be changed, and it pulls my energy down, and I need to go and be reclusive to clear these areas of me that I know are no longer any good, okay? So that's the long story short of who I am and where I'm at now, okay? I am doing other things with other, like Yoruba. I do certain things with them too, and I do certain things with Buddhists. So I'm very open to all the religions and all the occults, and I take with me that my intuition wants me to take, because I don't agree with everything, right? So I take whatever little bit my intuition agrees with. So here I am. I'm always connecting to universe, and I'm always getting downloads, okay? And this past full moon, I got the download right when the full moon happened of that universal being of light. He's everywhere. He's incognito, okay? He is behind the scene watching you make your decisions, okay? He's not testing you. He's not giving you tests. You're being tested by other forces, negative forces, good forces, negative forces mostly would like to test human beings, because we come from that same light of universal being that they are very upset about, very jealous. They don't want us to find our light, okay? They want to keep us where we're at now, and maybe even worse, okay? Because that's what they get the pleasure out of, seeing people or humans suffer, especially if they come from that same beam of light, universal being of light. Hey, look at them, they're suffering, but they came from that same light. What we're here to do is to realize that our own choices, the way we think, other forces again, manipulate what's going on in our area, manipulate what's going on in our lives. And we really need to be connected. We really need to open up our intuition to start taking away these layers, putting away that energy or that force that keeps on interfering from me improving, right? And sometimes it could just be your thought blocking you, thinking that there's another energy, because there may not be, okay? You really have to feel with your intuition and listen to your intuition. Your intuition will tell you if it's you. And when I go into my intuition, sometimes my intuition says it's you, it's the way you're thinking, it's the way you're doing things, okay? And that's when I connect myself and I start clearing out layers of myself. And I'm still working. There's so many more layers, so many more growth. I also got that we are all in a different journey at different points, at different levels, okay? We don't all journey with the same situations because we are all growing differently spiritually. And some of us come in with different gifts, others come in with similar gifts, some come in with their own unique gifts. Everyone has their own gifts in their unique ways. Some may be similar but different still, okay? And what I'm getting is we're all in different degrees of journeys, okay? So I want you to realize that. Another thing I want you to realize that obstacles, they are temporary. Believe it or not, I know a lot of people will be like, no, that's not true. I've had this obstacle for a lifetime and it just keeps on coming back. Why is it coming back? Is it your energy pulling it back? Because sometimes we bring obstacles back because we have become accustomed to having that same obstacle. Like I always argue with my fiance, that's something you constantly be doing. Why? Why are you constantly arguing? Why do you go back to arguing? Because it's something that now your mind is used to. So you find an excuse and you do the argument again, right? So there are things in us, within us, that we need to change and break away from and need to clear out. These emotions, these train of thoughts, these mindsets, these repeating the same situations over and over again because we've processed it as being normal. So we're going to do it over and over again. So this is where spirituality comes in and helps you clearing those out and clear out the obstacles. Obstacles are only temporary. I want you to understand that you are being guided. Have faith that you will overcome any obstacles, okay? They're only temporary. Only temporary. Just remember that, okay? Another thing is that you are responsible for your own energy. Your vibrational energy, you are responsible. What you let in and what you put out. Don't always worry about what others are doing to you, what forces are working against you, because you have universal being of light taking care of that, okay? Once you're connected, once you're open to your intuition, universal being of light is going to clear whatever clutter is there or whoever is bringing in the clutter out of the way, okay? Because universal being of light wants you to ascend, wants you to grow, so you're going to see people falling out of your life. You're not going to be as connected to others because now you're a different type of person. You're coming in with a different type of energy and they're not in the same type of energy you're in. And maybe eventually they'll come there. They'll get there. Or maybe you'll get to theirs. Whatever the situation may be. We are all growing differently, remember? Another thing I want you to know, and I'm going to end this video with this, and there's more videos coming up. Ego. Ego is not a part of spirituality. It is a part of competitive games, but it is not a part of spirituality. It is a part of a narcissist. Ego comes from, if you see narcissistic people, and it's really not their fault, it's the way they have grown up, the way they've been shaped, the way they've been, society has shaped them, okay? Ego is, it doesn't set boundaries. Ego doesn't have boundaries. Ego only thinks about itself, only believes that it is right, only feels what they want to feel, and doesn't consider what the other person, okay? So if you're in spirituality, you need to let go of ego completely, because ego doesn't let you grow and ascend spiritually. If universal being of light wants to have you go through an obstacle, well, universal being of light doesn't send the obstacles, he sends lessons, okay? If there's a lesson that universal feels is going to help you ascend, and he sends it that to you, and you're coming from ego, and you can't learn to let go of areas of you that are no good because you feel you're right, then that's no good, okay? And who says that love doesn't create boundaries? Love does create boundaries. Love is clear and precise about what it's coming with, and what it tolerates, and what it will not tolerate, and what will it accept. Ego is not. Narcissistic people are not clear. Narcissist people are not going to tell you what their intentions are, okay? So if you're in spirituality, let it be known that you need to let go of ego completely, and you need to resonate from love. Love is the language and the vibrational energy of connecting universe and being connected and grounded to earth. It is the language between both, okay? If you look at your chakras, you have 7 chakras. The one that connects the air chakras, which is your throat, your third eye, and your crown, are connected to spirit. Those are the air chakras. And then you have the earth grounding chakras. You have your sacral, your solar plexus, and your pelvic, okay? Those 3 areas are connected to matter, which is earth, okay? They're more grounding, okay? And then you have your heart. In the middle of your heart is different. Your heart has its own energy around it. Your heart has its own information system, just like the brain. Your heart connects both air and matter. And anything you're going to connect with, whether it be grounding to earth, grounding to connecting to other spiritual beings of light, connecting to universal being of light, you need to resonate from love, okay? There's a lot more I have to say. I will be going over the dimensions and what it means to be 5th dimensional, 3rd dimensional, and know that there are other dimensions out there that are already ringing in 5th dimension. If we start as a whole, resonating in love and letting go of ego, we start bringing up the energy levels and vibrating at 5th dimension, and that's really going to help earth heal. And that is, in the long run, that is my goal as a spiritual person. That is my process. That is me changing even myself to help bring up the vibration, okay? So this was a little bit about me. Love and light to you all. Hope you enjoyed it. There will be a lot more videos. I have a lot to say about dimensions, about energy, about things that affect your energy, about spirits and things like that, okay? So much for me to say. I can't say it all here, and I will be taking up too much of your time. But love and light, I hope this brought you a little bit of information of who I am. My name is Maria. I'm abundantly spiritual. 333 is the master's number, because I'm always getting downloads, and I'm always connected to universe, and I'm always growing and learning. And sometimes I become recluse because I need to change some part of me, okay? So love and light to you all. I'm going to be doing a reading in spirituality, what each sign should focus on this week spiritually, okay? Love and light to you all. That will be coming up soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.